Also about India. Last week, the White House announced President Biden has invited Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi for a
Yeah.
state visit next month. Uh, I know this is all being handled by the White House, but State Department, what role State Department will have, and also what are the key issues which Secretary thinks should be uh, on the table for the state visit between bilateral relations.
Sure. So first, I have no doubt that the State Department and, of course, Secretary Blinken will be critically involved in the upcoming state visit for Prime Minister Modi. I'm not going to get ahead of the White House or get ahead of the state visit, but I will just say, Lalit, and this is no surprise to you, the State Department's viewpoint is that our partnership with India is one of our most consequential relationships, and we work closely with India on a number of vital priorities. And the state visit is an opportunity to deepen some of these partnerships, whether it be ensuring a free and open Indo-Pacific and ensuring that it is a region that is more connected, more prosperous, more secure, and more resilient. Obviously, between India and the United States, there exists an opportunity to deepen trade issues, deepen security partnerships. There's an opportunity to address some shared global challenges like global health and addressing the climate crisis. So, again, I'm not going to get ahead of the state visit, but we very much look forward to hosting the Indian government.
And finally, this is the third state visit of the Biden administration. Was Secretary taken into confidence, consulted on inviting Prime Minister Modi for this? And what are the reasons why India was selected for this? Because there's a long list of states.
Yeah, well, first, as Secretary Blinken is our country's and the president's chief diplomat and one of his most trusted and longest-serving foreign policy advisors, we, of course, are in constant communication with our partners at the White House on things like state visits and visits by foreign dignitaries and things of that sort. But I'm not going to get into the specific deliberations beyond that. And like I said, our partnership with India is one of the most consequential, and it is why we're very much looking forward to hosting them in a state visit next month.
Thank you.
Saeed, go ahead.
Thank you, Bidan. Today, May 15, marks the 75th anniversary of the Palestinian Nakba. Now, there was an event at the UN, and the deputy ambassador, the U.S. deputy ambassador, Evans, chose not to go, and he said that they don't attend events that are anti-Israeli in nature. Is commemorating the Palestinian Nakba an anti-Israeli event, and it's why would he skip such an event?
Cite the attendance or
and daily open. So what it tells, more and more interests are there in India among Indians and also from the U.S. companies. What it tells us, then also hundreds of thousands of students are flooding to the U.S. Universities and colleges, and more are lining up. What they are asking me, if U.S. is opening for more student visas, and what is the now future, and where do we stand as far as ahead of Prime Minister's visit to the
Sure.
US?
Thanks for your question, Goyal. So, of course, as I said to your colleague, that our partnership with India is one of our most consequential. And, of course, deepening our trade relationship is, of course, a key priority and has been one as it relates to our partnership with India. Of course, another key component of this is our deep cultural exchanges and people-to-people ties as we are both democracies. I don't have any new policy to announce, but we, of course, are eager to welcome Indian students interested in studying here through the appropriate visa systems and otherwise. But I don't have anything new to provide.
Want to say, traveling from Delhi to many places in India, and I asked this question to many people from every sector of people, that why there is so much interest in the U.S. and what they are saying is because United States is rule of law and human rights and freedom of press, freedom of religion, and just like India, and we have no problem traveling to the U.S. and back forth. That's what they've been telling me. So what message you think you have for them?
Again, I will just reiterate that these shared values that you so outlined are a key tenet to this partnership that we continue to believe is one of the most consequential. I'm going to wrap soon, but go ahead. Yeah.
I know you don't want to take sides in the Turkish election, but President Erdogan is saying that actually is accusing the opposition that they were working with President Biden to overthrow him. And if you allow me, he said, quote, Biden gave the order to overthrow Erdogan. I know this, he said. All my people know is that if that is the case, then the ballots will give a response to Biden too.
So I'm just going to stop you right there and reject the premise of the question, because that is absolutely not true. The United States does not take sides in elections, and our interest is and will continue to be the democratic process. And we will continue to work together